So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing a fluid master fill valve on this existing toilet. The old ball balloon style with the brass rod that goes over had snapped off, and so we just came and replaced it with a brand new fill valve. So anyways, pretty simple process, just taking that apart, pull the whole thing out. It's got a brand new hose supply over to the fill tube, the flush tube right here. We've tested it out. We'll activate it here. You can see water dumps, not all the way because I didn't flush it all the way, but we want to make sure that it's filling and shutting off correctly. And we like to fill it a little full just to make sure we got enough water to push solid waste through, but you can see that activates and shuts off. You can see, boom. So that drops down, and as the water fills and the float comes up, this little guy will shut off. And it shouldn't make any noise as long as you don't get any debris in here. If you have a lot of sand or grit, sediment in your water, it'll get up in this diaphragm. It'll start whistling or moaning, making noises. But this is good for right now. We did replace the supply line. It's a fluid master as well. It's a 3/8 by 7/8 by 20-inch supply line, braided stainless steel. We like to do that because when we come in here, if we don't replace that supply line, we just replace the fill valve. If the old one, the old existing supply line begins to leak, then we got another service call. We come back out and nobody's happy about that. So we just like to take care of that while we're here. Anyway, so the installation is done. That's ours. So the valve, tighten up the packing nut just a little bit. There is no dripping out of it right now. So that's in good shape. Your shutoff valve, supply line's ours, so we warrant that. Fill valve's ours, we warrant that. And then just keep the water as clean as you can. The only thing else I see in here is eventually you'll need a flapper. Those are pretty easy to replace. Just be careful around this this tube right here. It's the flush valve. Be careful on that. You can snap that off as well. But the adjustment is good on the lever. It's flushing, filling, shutting down. Outside of that, this installation is done.